Hello, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Dolapo can hear me, and she's joining from Instagram. She's joining from YouTube. Can those joining from Instagram hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. Those joining from LinkedIn can hear me. Those joining from YouTube can hear me, and I want to believe that those joining from Instagram can hear me too. All right. Without wasting much of our time today, I want us to. We started like our 90 days challenge, right? And it's been interesting for me. I want to believe that it's been interesting for everybody too. However, I know that some persons are struggling, especially newbies. Some persons are just into the world of LinkedIn, Instagram, without knowing what to post. So I hope that today I'm able to provide you clarity on each of these platforms to on each of these platform, Instagram and LinkedIn. That way, as we continue in our 90 days challenge, you know how to position your content rightly, you know what to post on each of this channel. That way you're also not in the group and confused on what to create and what not to create. So, quick one. Like I said, we'll be looking at Instagram, and I have a couple of stuff written out, and I will just be taking them one after the other and be explaining it to us. So, the first place I want us to start with is what I titled The Importance of LinkedIn and Instagram. And why are we starting from this? It is so that we know that we know the capacity that this platform holds for us, so that we understand the capacity that this platform holds. I hope we are still hearing me. So what is the importance of this, the importance of LinkedIn and the importance of Instagram? First, professional network. What this means is each of them, you're there for a purpose. Instagram is not so much of a professional, but LinkedIn is a professional network. However, it doesn't mean that you cannot share like your personal content. I still share content about like my journey, and I talk about like my baby and all that. So I posted when I put to bed, and that is like a personal content. It is not professional. So it's not a must that you must show up all the time trying to create content that are very big, or trying to be like those kind of professors. I see so many of us in our challenge creating content, and I want us to get better. That is why I am doing this. So it's LinkedIn is a professional network. Instagram is more like a place you can chill and yet still land your clients. So we are focused on the two for this challenge. That is why I'm doing this live on these two. So so LinkedIn gives you professional network, it gives you business opportunities. Same thing with Instagram. Instagram offers you business opportunity to meet people and land clients. Then we talk about positions you as a thought leader. LinkedIn positions you as a thought leader. Instagram, if used properly, can position you as a thought leader too, that people can look up to when it comes to different content or different specialty. Job search and recruitment. Instagram gives you opportunity to job search and recruitment. You can search for jobs and you can get recruited. Instagram, on the other way around, you can reach out to people you want to work with and people can reach out to you. I hope we're understanding the way I'm differentiating between the two platforms. Both platform gives you opportunity to build your brand, right? It gives you, both platform gives you opportunity to build your brand. It might surprise you to know that LinkedIn has over 850 million monthly users, and Instagram has over 2 billion monthly users. So what it means is the sky is big enough for everybody. The sky can accommodate everybody. You can land clients on each of these platforms because they have there are a lot of people using them. So what is the impact of your online presence? Credibility. It helps you build credibility and trust. Career advancement, learning and development, and we have global reach. So for somebody who wants to transition, as you're transitioning, you can be sharing your journey. It helps for your career growth. As you're making your different advancements, you're talking about it. Now, the major thing I want us to focus on today is understanding the platform and what it offers. This other side, what I just started with, is helping us build a preamble on why these channels are very important. I picked this channel this time around. However, I am repurposing the same content on my other channel. So understanding the platform and what it offers. So many of us just heard about the challenge. We jumped into it without even understanding the platform that we are using. So it's important that as you're using LinkedIn or Instagram, you need to understand it. I will not be able to share my screen. I would have loved to do that. So I would just use my phone while I am doing this. First, I will go to LinkedIn. So you might want to be in your profile so that as I'm highlighting things you need to work on, you might be able to check this out and work on them in your spare time. So for most persons, let us look at your LinkedIn profile. Most persons, let's start from when you create your account. LinkedIn gives you opportunity to have a banner. Right now, I just put a banner that have tasks that virtual assistant does, although I hope to modify that banner soon. But it is good that you have a banner that describes what you do. If you're my student in my class, don't worry, we'll still go over this, but learn so that you'll be putting your foot forward. So after you put your LinkedIn banner, next thing you want to have is your picture. You need to do not use a picture that goes down to show all of you. Use a picture that shows from your head down to your shoulder, something that shows your face. Use a picture that is, somebody won't ask me, must she use a professional picture? If you do not have a professional picture, start from where you are, then work on getting something professional. Don't leave any of your Instagram or your LinkedIn without a profile picture. Can we still hear me? Are we following me? We can ask questions at the end of this meeting. Let me know if you can hear me so that I can continue. Can you still hear me? Can we hear me? Okay, good. So, okay, good. So for your Instagram, this having a profile picture is cut across both your handle. Have a profile picture in your Instagram, have a profile picture in your LinkedIn. Do not just leave it anyhow. Use a picture that is nice, not a picture where maybe the background is. There are a lot of apps you can use to edit your background. Have something nice at your background. Or better still, take the picture in a good background. But if you do not have access to a good background, when you take this picture, edit it with all these backgrounds that take away like your background and put something nice to it. Anything is achievable in this 21st century. So when you have that, another thing you want to look at is your headline. Some persons do not even have headline at all. Okay, let's start with your name. You need to have a name in your LinkedIn handle, especially names that you use on your CV. If you look at my LinkedIn handle, it has Chinyere Agbasiri. That is the name on my CV. If you look at my Instagram handle, I have two Instagram handle. One is Chinyere Linda at Chinyere Linda, which is like my personal account, and that of my brand, which is at Virtual Click Support. So you need to have like an identity people can use to identify you, which is like the name that you're going to use. Next, you need to have an headline. In Instagram, it's called bio, but on LinkedIn, we're looking at you need to have like an headline. What do you do? Now, if you say you're a virtual assistant, you're a marketing manager, you're 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 a professional in this, you're a professional in that. When you have that, who are you serving? Who are your target audience? Maybe I help busy business people manage their work schedules so that they can have flexible time. You need to have a bio. Now, when you have your bio, another thing, LinkedIn gives you an opportunity to have a list where you have your talk about. Your talk about section is where you should highlight your skills. You should highlight things you talk about. So in my talk about section, I talk about skills, I talk about grad school, I talk about freelancing, I talk about content marketing, and I talk about virtual assistant. What do you talk about? So please take note so that you can update this after our section. In your talk about section, highlight things that you talk about. Now we are focused on Instagram. We are focused on LinkedIn. After this, let's highlight things we need to work on LinkedIn. Then we can move to on Instagram. So in your talk about section on LinkedIn, have the things that you talk about. This section might not really give you 100% over 100. I'm not a LinkedIn optimizer or anything. I'm just showing you things that work you can implement to better boost like your profile. And I hope this helps, especially for all of us who are in this challenge. So another section after you do that is you have your about section. Your about section is where you should write who you thinks about you. It could be like a personal story that narrows down to the people that you serve. So have an about section in your LinkedIn, which can be called the summary section. Also put like your experiences, works that you've done. You put your education, licenses or certifications that you've got, volunteering experience if you have any. Then highlight the skills in your skills section. If you have recommendation, it will go there. There's also a space for publication. Update it. Honors and award, if you have any, input it. The languages that you speak, if you have any. So after this section, I want us to go back to our Instagram and update all of this if we do not have it updated. So another thing I want us to do is create a compelling bio. We are in the era where we have like AI that can help us. You can simply write what you do, who you serve, what you're hoping to gain on ChatGPT, and it would help you. All you have to do after ChatGPT help you is to make it more personal to yourself so that it doesn't look like all AI. I hope we're understanding me, right? I hope we can still hear me. And I hope we are making sense of all that I'm saying and taking down notes. So another thing I want us to quickly talk about on Instagram, on LinkedIn, is types of content. On LinkedIn, you can post articles. On LinkedIn, you can post carousels. On LinkedIn, you can post videos. On LinkedIn, you can post like virtually anything: pictures, carousel, videos, articles. Utilize all these different types of content. You can post polls, like get ideas of what people want. So after today's section, when you're struggling to like write content, maybe a long content, you can decide to ask questions and people would respond with poll. You can create pool and get responses from people. If you're struggling on what content to create, you can create a pool asking your audience, list different kind of maybe areas of your skills and ask them what content out of these 3 or 4 would they love to see more. Because at the end of the day, you're not writing the content for yourself, you're writing the content for your audience, right? So you want to write things that will resonate with them, things they can relate to, things they would appreciate. So you can use polls to gather feedbacks from them. You can create articles. Articles are mostly thought things that people would always refer back to. You can create posts, like most of what we've been doing this week is posts. You can create carousels. You can use Canvas and create carousels. We'll talk about that in the masterclass. If you're in the masterclass, that's fine. So I'm just giving us ideas, like running down through ideas of things you can create on Canvas. So you can create carousels on Canvas with the idea of what you want to share that day and post it on LinkedIn. Don't make your content just one type of content. You can create infographics and share it on LinkedIn. So there are a range of contents you can create and share on LinkedIn. So don't limit yourself to only posts. Explore other options and make use of it. So let's talk about writing engaging content on LinkedIn. Like this 1 week, I've made out time to read like a lot of, I engage in everybody that is part of this challenge. I make it a point of duty, no matter how busy I am, to engage with everybody's posts. Some persons are quite good. Some persons need to get better. What this means is, don't write content that are too long together. Break your content down so that people who are reading it would understand it when they are reading it. You can't be talking about communication and you have over 9 lines already talking about one thing. Break it down. Break it down into maybe for instance, you want to talk about the importance of communication. You're saying, oh, the importance of communication. Communication is good because it advances your career. Let it end there. Then space, put another thing. Also, don't just pick words from internet and post it there. Make your content relatable. So what do I mean by this? Some persons will just type importance of communication, pick it online and post it on LinkedIn. Don't do that. You could start writing your story. You could start writing your content by sharing a story. You can share your experience with communication and narrow it down to what you're trying to say. So let's stop just picking up things and just packing it on Instagram. Please don't do that. And that is why when people read your content, they won't know what to comment, because you're giving them back what they can see on internet. They can't even relate. Another thing is, okay, I've talked about make your content relatable. Include spaces in your content as you're writing it. Ensure that there is space. Like when you say something, put a space so that whoever that is reading it will be able to read through and understand what you're talking about. And it is easy to read through. Utilize hashtags also. I know that the challenge has particular hashtags that we're using. However, you can include hashtag that is specific. When you put the challenge hashtag, use hashtag that are also specific to maybe your niche. It could be virtual assistant, you can add it there. It could be maybe you're looking for email management, you could add it there, hashtag email management, hashtag marketing manager, hashtag branding, hashtag remote work, hashtag open to work. Do you understand? Okay. So with this is just like a brief of LinkedIn. Now, I don't want this section to be too long. If after this section you still need clarity, please chat me up. Now let's talk about Instagram. Did we gain value from all that I said from LinkedIn? Please let me know if I should proceed to the next. Please let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you're still with me. Are you still with me? Let me know. Can you hear me? Okay, yes, proceed. So let's talk about Instagram. Honestly, I'm excited about Instagram. And please, if you're not following me, please go and follow me on Instagram at virtual click support. Please follow me if you're not following me on Instagram. If you're not following me, please follow me on Instagram. If you're not, virtual click support. And you can decide to also follow me at Chinyere Linda. This place is just specifically for fun, and I just document like my grad school journey. If you want to learn more about my grad school journey, how I was in grad school as a pregnant mom, I'm just like documenting my journey on Chinyere Linda. But please follow virtual click support for everything that is going to be amazing this year. Some persons have asked me, Coach, how do you create your reels? See, Instagram has a medium just like LinkedIn. Okay, so yes, the importance of, okay, let's take questions at the end of this so that we do not deviate. Please, can you post back these questions at question and answer time? Or I can still revert back to it so that we can just quickly talk about Instagram for content creation. So let's talk about Instagram for content creation. First, you need to create a business account. So if you want to use the same account that you've been using, you need to turn it to a business account. Please be taking down notes. And for you to turn your Instagram to a business account, all you have to do is, when you go to setting, you would see I'm trying to see if I can see where it is. Okay, so when you go to settings, you will see for professionals, and you will see creators tools and control. Under creators tools and control, you will see switch account type. Under switch account type, you can switch your account to a professional account or a business account. If you're a creator, I would suggest that you switch your account to a professional account. You can decide to also switch it to a business account, but professional account is more better for creators like us. That is the first thing you have to do. If you're using your account to target for business, switch it to a professional account. So when you've done that, there are other editing that you'll be doing. Ensure that you have your name or your business name slash your niche in front of your name. So when you look at virtual click support, you will see Chinyere slash virtual assistant slash digital marketing. I'm a virtual assistant, and everything I I I teach, or everything that I give out, is all encompassing in digital marketing. Social media is in digital marketing. Almost everything is under digital marketing. So that is why I have virtual assistants for digital marketing. You know your niche better. So in front of your name, or in front of your name or your business name, have what you do in front of it. Next thing, who do you serve? How do you serve them? Have that under your bio. So after your name, there's a place. So when you come to edit profile, when you click edit profile, you will see the place to put your name, your username, then your bio. Under your bio, put the list of the people or the things that you offer to people. I help business owners. What do you help them to do? I train coaches. What do you train them to gain? Then please always conclude with a call to action, like follow me to learn more, follow me for more tips and tricks. Put a call to action so that when people read what you've done, they would know the action to take. I hope we're following. So when you're done with that, under the profile information, the category, you might want to search the category that you fall under. It could be digital creator, it could be education, it could be entrepreneur, it could be health and beauty, it could be educator. Choose the one that you fall under. Then after that, explore different content type. Just like LinkedIn, Instagram gives us option to diverse kind of content. You can create posts, you can create infographics, you can create carousels, you can create reels, you can make videos and share. Now, reels, how to create reels. So most persons have asked me, how do you create your reels? I'm going to share that for you for free. You're not paying me, because I'm that good, right? Let me hype myself. If people are not hyping me, at least let me be hyping myself. So this is how I create my reels. Am I making sense? Are we enjoying this section that we are having? Please let me know in the comment section. Should I proceed? Should I write on? Should we write on? Okay, write on. So how do I create my reels? So this is what I do. My brand is not a faceless brand. There are two types of brand you can have on LinkedIn. Faceless brand where you do not show your face, and brand where you show your face. So for a faceless brand, this is you using like stock images, using stock videos to create your content. Nobody is seeing you. It is just you sharing your content. However, you can decide to do voiceover and all that for this type of content. It's totally up to you. So for my reels, sometimes I use myself doing casual things. Like it could be me walking, it could be me feeding, it could be my baby standing, it could just be anything random that is happening in my life. So if you want to create reels, try to capture little moments of things happening in your life. Don't capture it as a landscape, capture it as a portrait. Do we understand? Don't capture as a landscape, capture it as a portrait. Because reels accept portraits. Reels accept portraits not landscape. You can still share your landscape on Reels, but the most recommended is portraits. So when you've created your Reel, you can edit on so many platforms. Sometimes I edit on CapCut. I add my effect and all that. Then I import it to Reels and add my words. Sometimes I use InShot. But recently I started using Instagram for everything. Once I get my video, I go to Reels. I click on the plus sign. You might not be able to see this, but when you want to create your Reels, you click on the plus sign, choose Reels, select the images you want. Once you're done selecting the images you want, you click on next and next again. Then you will see different options. You can be able to edit your videos to cut it down, add effects. There's a place where you see effects. You can add effects, you can add stickers to make it more. You can even add filters from your Reels. Then when you're done with that, you can add your words here. Ensure that it is in between the line so that your words are not too big. If the words become too big, it will not make it look beautiful. So ensure that the words, when you look at the Instagram Reel dashboard, there's always a line there. So when you write something and you expand it, it will show you when it has passed that line. Ensure that it doesn't pass that line so that it doesn't become too big. So when you're done putting your words, under where when you're putting your words, you would see text. Just like common sense, arrange it the way that you want it to be, how you want it to appear. Always put a call to action when you're done. So when you're done creating your Reel, you can, if you want to repurpose it on other channels, just click on the save button. There's a save button on your Instagram. Click on it. The only thing is that when you save, it will not give you the audio. So when you import it to Facebook, you can put audio. When you import it to TikTok, you can put audio there. So that way when you use the inbuilt text on Instagram, you're also it's more like sending the right message to the algorithm that you're using the platform, not just you importing things. Do we understand? So when you're done with that, another thing I want you to take note is, let your audience, when you're done with that and you click on next, when you're done with putting all your text and everything and you click on next, it will ask you under your audience, ensure that your audience is everybody, is everyone. There's also a place where you can add topics. For those who are into catering, for those who are in fashion, those who are into, so when you click on that add topics, under fashion and beauty, select 3 topics that align with what you're sharing. If you're talking about animals, select. If your niche is transportation, select. If your niche is food and drink, select 3 topics that align with what you want to post. My niche is small business owners, entrepreneurship, and career development. You can only pick 3. So once you pick that 3, you can click on done. So when you click on done, the next thing is add location. Where is your target audience? If your target audience is in Lagos and you're in Sokoto, let your location be Lagos. Location does not necessarily mean that is where you are. Sometimes when I post content, I put Lagos and I'm in the US because that is where I want my target audience, where I want the target audience that will see the message to be is. So if your target audience is in US, look for a place in US that you know and use it as your location. What I'm telling you is top secrets that people pay for, and I'm sharing it for free. So wherever your target audience is, set it as your location. If your target audience is in Abuja, that is where you're looking for your target audience to be. Set your location to be Abuja. It does not, your location does not mean that that is where you are. That is where you want to target your business to be. Those are the people you want to target for your business, maybe at that moment. Those are people that can pay you. So because I'm already in the US, my target audience sometimes is Nigeria, because those are the people that my training is targeted for now. So when I retarget to people outside Nigeria, my focus will not, I will not be using Nigeria as a location. So sometimes you can just see me use random location. I can use US, I can use Nigeria, I can use anywhere. It does not mean that I have to be there. Should I ride on? Are we gaining value? Let me know in the comment section if I should continue. Should I keep giving out this value for free, or you people should come and pay? Which one? Okay, so if you're looking for stock, how to get stock videos that you can use for your reels, you can use Pixel. I use it to get free. Let me write it in the comment section. You can get free videos here. So you can get free videos on Pixel. So when you go to Pixel, look for videos and choose portraits, not landscape. It will give you different types of videos. Then you can use it to input your words that you can post on Instagram, and you can still repurpose this on LinkedIn. It's totally dependent on you. So when you're done creating your reels on Instagram, please ensure that you have share to Facebook on. It does not mean you don't need to have a Facebook account to share to Facebook. What it means is that because Instagram, the Facebook and Instagram is owned by one person, your content can be shown, your content on Instagram can be shown on Facebook. People can see it there without you even owning a Facebook account. And when you're done, under advanced setting, some persons that have been asking me how to schedule, either when you're creating a post, a carousel, or a reel, you will see advanced setting. Under advanced setting, you will see schedule your reels. So when you toggle the button on, it will bring out dates for you. The day and the time, select it, click on done, and leave the advanced setting and click on publish. And click on schedule, and it will schedule. But if you want to post it immediately after clicking on share to Facebook, just click on share and it will go out and it will go live. So that's about creating reels and how to also schedule your content on Instagram. How to schedule your content on I promise to show how to schedule your content on LinkedIn too. So same way, same process. When you write out your content and you will see a clock sign on your phone or on your laptop. When you click on the clock sign, you will see schedule. Then you can always pick your date and your time, click on next, and schedule it till when you want it to go live. So I would start by, what questions do you have? I hope I've been able to provide clarity on Instagram and LinkedIn for us today. And I hope that this week that we are entering, which will be, today is day 7 already, that you're able to up your game, utilize this platform to your advantage, create content that resonates with your audience. I would maybe in the week to come teach you how to create like content, but I won't say when. But I'm going to check the topic we're going to be talking about next week. Then, but as we progress, I hope to be able to support us as much as possible so that you become better users of this platform after the challenge. So if you have questions, go ahead to send in your questions. Let's walk through it, then we can end this section. So I'm waiting for our questions. What questions do we have? What questions do we have? Do we have any question? Okay, no questions. Okay, so I would address the hashtag question. So what hashtag does for you is it links you to persons with same interest. It links you to clients who might be looking for what you're offering. So if a client is looking for virtual assistant and comes to Instagram or comes to LinkedIn and type virtual assistants, what will it do for you? It's going to bring out the names or the content of everyone who uses Instagram as who uses virtual assistants as their hashtag, right? So hashtag is very important, especially when it has to do with something that you're offering. Okay. Thank you, Christiana. I appreciate. Thank you for coming for this section. I would just give like a minute or two just in case there is a lag in this call before I end this section. If you have any question, feel free to drop it. I would end this section by once it is in 5 minutes more, I would end this section. So please ask your questions. So I hope to see you all in the next section, which is next week, Sunday. And you can feel free to drop me a message on LinkedIn or Instagram if you have any question, and or if you would love to collaborate with me. I am open to speaking gigs. I'm open to being your virtual assistant, supporting you as a business owner or as an executive. I am a very good person you would love to work with, and I'm also a coach, so you can we are organizing a masterclass, a 45 days virtual assistant masterclass. This masterclass is a must join if you want to up your game in 2024, land clients. Come join the masterclass. It is just 25,000 and registration ends today because class starts tomorrow. And you want to meet over 90 other students who have already subscribed to the class. So I can't wait to start this class on Monday, which is tomorrow. I'm super excited, and I hope to see you there. All right, take care. Thanks for coming to this live section. Bye everyone.